so y'all better kick. I got big dreams, you all talk when I walk, that's that big drip. When I slide down your block, now they pissed off, like I really give a I got big sauce, so y'all better catch up.
What's the deal? What's the deal, man? We are back. You already know it's your boy. Hold on. Okay, there we go. It's your boy. We back for another one. You already know how we doing this side, man. Yes, sir. We back for another reaction. That's what I'm talking about. We feeling good today, man. I got my coffee. Got my AC blowing, man. You know, shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all on this lovely afternoon. You know, it's heating up. We got a lot of things happening on the tube right now. If you're not tuned in, get tuned in. So first of all, we're gonna talk about we got Corey Holcomb. Woo! Him and Donnell Rawlings, and they've been, they got into it, you know. So we're gonna see what it's talking about, man. Make sure y'all go ahead, like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, man. And yeah, hold on, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's get it. I know this nigga Flacco ain't got a nose ring, bro.
$1 million worth of game with Gilly and Wallow, and it got pretty heated pretty fast. But before we can discuss exactly what took place on $1 million worth of game today, let's just run back a little bit and discuss the history of Donnell Rawlings and Corey Holcomb's beef. Donnell has always had an issue with Corey Holcomb for the most part because Corey Holcomb.
Hey, and I've been seeing, you know, shout out to both of these comedians, especially Corey Holcomb. You know, he's one of the legends in the comedic world, and he always, you know, he been doing his thing for a long time. Now, as far as Donnell Rawlings, he's a comedian, but he never really, to me, he ain't that funny. I'm gonna just be 100 with you. He's not really that funny. We all know him as Ashy Larry. That was kind of like the you know, the height, the pinnacle of his, I would say, his comedic career. And then ever since then, I feel like it's just been going downhill for him. Like, he been crashing out online on fans. You know, just I've been seeing clips of him crashing out on people. Just going out sad, man. Like, damn. But let's go.
Has been pretty critical of Dave Chappelle's legacy. Corey believes that Dave Chappelle is overrated. He isn't as funny as people make it out to be. He never had.
Nah. I disagree with Corey Holcomb on that, though. Dave Chappelle is funny as hell. You know? Yeah. I don't know what Corey talking about. But this is two comedians talking about comedian. That's like a rapper talking about another rapper, you know? So, you know, it's all subjective, but man, hell nah. Dave Chappelle is one of the funniest niggas on earth. I promise you.
Had a funny comedy special. To some people, this is Corey Holcomb spitting facts and telling the truth that nobody else want to say. To some, this is hate. To me, it's hate. I think Dave Chappelle is a top 5 stand-up comedian of all time. I think he's hilarious. I think he's a legend. I don't think he's overrated. Now, Donnell Rawlings is Dave Chappelle's right-hand man. So he automatically dislikes Corey Holcomb due to the comments that Corey Holcomb has made in the past of Dave Chappelle. Now, a lot of their back and forth has been just online. However, one night they found themselves at the same comedy club, and Donnell Rawlings took the opportunity to confront Corey Holcomb about his comments in the past and things he was saying that night.
You mild sauce, my nigga, mild. M-I-L-D. You ketchup. You ain't hot sauce. Nobody agree? So I'm wrong. Okay, I can be wrong. I'm talking about, but we at the what is this called? This is the Laugh Factory. We was at the Savoy, you wouldn't be able to be up here that long. The niggas be like, get your whole ass down, nigga.
I came up in the hardest rooms in Brooklyn.
And you
ain't never with them rooms.
A lot of us love Corey Holcomb because Corey Holcomb is going to say what's on his mind. Corey Holcomb is going to push the buttons that a lot of people won't push. But the Donnell Rawlings crash out is justified, bro. Corey Holcomb got...
Yeah, Corey Holcomb, if I could compare him to a rapper, he would be like it's a cross between Tupac and Kanye West. Like, he gonna say whatever he want. he ain't holding his tongue for nobody. He gonna say exactly what's on his mind, and sometimes it might come off harsh, but hey, man, the truth is the truth.
On that stage at the Laugh Factory and called Donnell Rawlings mild, said he's not really hot like that. He's not really a comedian that's respectable. And then he went on and told Donnell Rawlings that he could only do venues like this that's diverse and mixed. He can't really come to the trenches and do stand-up comedy because they will boo him and get him out the building. That's when Donnell Rawlings crashed out. All right, Donnell Rawlings started listing his achievements, started listing exactly where he's been, who he done spoke to.
Yelling.
Because I don't have a mic. I can talk to you straight up. You want to talk about it? You saying I'm mild, you saying I ain't come through the streets or the gutters is straight bull. And if you want to ask somebody, ask the mother that you know what I do. Ask them. Okay, all right. Listen. This be fair. Fair conversation.
Larry, way to go.
No.
The reason why Donnell Rawlings is taking this so personally and crashing out is because he had to sit back and hear Corey Holcomb for years say on the internet that Donnell Rawlings and Dave Chappelle are white people comedians, that black folks don't listen to them or find them funny, that, you know, they only perform in gentrified comedy clubs, that black folks don't really tap into them. So Donnell Rawlings had to sit back for years and hear that. So now he finally gets to...
Now, when you talking about, okay, Donnell Rawlings, yeah, maybe him, but Dave Chappelle, niggas love Dave Chappelle. Trust me, he be in the mix, but he's a big comedian. Like when you know what I'm saying, like, cause you could say that about a lot of people. You could say that about Mike Epps. You know, I don't necessarily know what the demographic is at his shows, but I can almost assume that in certain states it might be majority black. Some other states it might be more white. Some other states it might be more Mexican. That's just how it is. Now to say that Dave Chappelle don't appeal to the black community, come on now, bro. That sounds like some hater shit. Because then that's like saying, you know, like well, I don't want to make a comparison with music, but I'm gonna do it anyway. That's like saying, like, when you go to these concerts, like, of your favorite rapper, the majority of people at these concerts be people of other ethnicities. So I mean, I don't see now, as far as Donnell Rawlings, I don't hear no black comedians talking about him. Never. So he got a point with that one, maybe. But Dave Chappelle, nah, we ain't tolerating no slander.
To be in front of Corey Holcomb and gets to defend himself and get to really address
Man,
Corey
I
Holcomb, saying for years that Dave Chappelle or Donnell Rawlings, that these are people who black folks don't really watch, that they're white folks comedians.
Let's be fair. Let's be fair and real. You say
Janet, when's the last time you had a vegetable?
Let's go.
you say you keep it 100. Know how I get down.
How?
32. I rip.
You rip mics?
I rip. You ask any ever see me bomb. Anybody. And you ask anybody that don't know me, I keep it gangster.
I don't say you
No,
bomb.
you trying to say I'm a bum. I ain't no bum.
No, I didn't say
And
you
that saw.
Your comedy is mild. It's mild.
You know what?
Rip
You know what?
on.
You know what you're doing now? You're a provocateur. You know how to incite people. Ain't nothing mild about my.
People look at you.
Ain't nothing.
If you was at the mall, they'll put you out with your hot dog in your hand.
And guess what?
Hey man, it's sad when you getting a comedian getting roasted by another comedian. Hey, Corey is good at what he do, man. He's like the silent, like he's like the secret weapon ass nigga. Like he would be considered like man, he the sniper. Like he just be unbothered, like shit don't bother him. So he, you know, that's what I think. Like his superpower is, like he don't really be like he do. Well, I ain't gonna say because everybody got their limits, but yeah, he don't show it at least. Shit,
Guess what? You can say what you want to say.
Flaming
You can
niggas.
say what you want to say. You calling me a mild comic is totally off.
So you a strong guy.
I'm a beast. I'm a beast. I'm a beast.
This wasn't the comedic show off that we expected. This wasn't a comedy standoff. This wasn't a roast off. No, this was bickering. This was two people who dislike each other, quite possibly one way. Because I feel like for Corey Holcomb, it ain't personal, bro. It's business. All right, Corey Holcomb has a podcast. He has to talk about people. So it's business for Corey Holcomb. But the people he talk about, it's personal. All right, it's personal. So when Donna Rollins said you are a provocateur, you know how to push buttons to get us pissed. That's what that was. Now, Donnell Rollins.
I mean, he's a comedian. What else is he supposed to do?
We probably already know after
That's
the fact.
his job.
When he went on TMZ and told TMZ that the reason why he was so pissed was because he done sat back and heard comments that Corey Holcomb has made online about Dave Chappelle and other people around him, including himself.
First off, I think comedians nowadays, they're trying to sell controversy over comedy. I wasn't there to watch Corey. I had performed myself. And I was about to leave, and they announced that Corey's about to perform. And I know that he had said some ill things about Dave Chappelle. I know he said some ill things about some of the openers of Dave Chappelle. So I just sat there, wanted just to see what his take on what he felt about comedy or whatever. I sat there and I just waited. And then when he made the comment about that anybody that's done 3 movies in comedy has performed fellatio, I said, wait a minute, I've done 3 movies, right? And I've never been accused of that. And then I also fact-checked his IMDb, and Corey himself has done 4 movies. So I think he might be guilty of his own joke. It's unfortunate it came to this. Should I have yelled out at him? No. But, I've been rocking with my guy Dave Chappelle for years. I'm a little guy to my friends, my fans, and my family. And it was just for me.
Now on the flip side though, shout out to him though for that. You know what I'm saying? Like standing on business. He not no that's what a real homie would do. You see somebody nigga come to me talking to me about one of my family members or one of my homies, like, hey, we not doing that. Like, nah, don't talk, wait till that. He ain't here to defend himself. So, you know what I'm saying? That's out. We not even doing that. Like, change the subject. And I've done that on multiple occasions because, that's just being real. You feel me? Like, and because if you could sit in somebody's face and they talking shit about your homie, and I'm not talking about somebody expressing their grievances or but I'm talking about like literally talking mess about them, like just negative, not explaining the problem or issue they have, but more so just bashing the person. Like, nah, we not doing that, bro. They ain't even here to defend themselves, and you damn sure ain't finna do it in my face, because even if I don't say nothing, that's like, if you don't say something, that's like you you okay with it. You know what I mean? You agree. So yeah,
it was a build-up. It was a build-up off of a lot of things that's troubling comedy. Corey is the type of comedy, he can go on stage, start with grunts, and by the end of it, you're laughing hysterically. I did not want to scream out at him, but I felt like protecting the integrity of myself and my friends, I thought I had to say something. I thought I had to say something for people out here that have done over 3 movies.
The 3 movies thing was interesting. So Donnell Rollins went off on Corey Holcomb because Corey Holcomb said online as well as at the show that any comedian who has done 3 or more movies, they have sucked or they have been involved with men to get those gigs. Now, I'm sure Corey Holcomb said that on purpose, knowing Donnell Rollins was in the audience, so he could make Donnell Rollins a little bit uncomfortable. But that right there is what set off Donnell Rollins, and Corey Holcomb will confirm just as such.
I just got paid $6,000.
Corey he be tearing their ass up, boy. Pause.
I don't know if you could see this.
The whole nigga, I didn't even know the nigga in there. I thought he left because he acted like he was leaving out.
Yeah.
The security guard at the front told me after all of the bullshit happened, that ass nigga acted like he was leaving, but he was like, nah, fuck, I'm gonna watch this nigga. So he had some animosity with me.
Right.
I ain't never did nothing but been respectful to that boy because I'm scared of people that's ugly. Ugly people never get a fair shot in life. Let's just say that. All you people who didn't get the truth, here's the truth right here. On everything I love, The man was watching me do my thing on stage. His jealousy just bust out of him. I didn't say nothing to that man. When I see that man and I speak to him, I'll be like, hey, brother, how you doing? Even though I always knew he was a hoe. There's a lot of motherfuckers. I never liked that all that shit. I ain't playing that. I got it for receipts. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody listen to this. I want you to fact check this. When I said on stage, if you've been in more than 3 movies, you probably had your ass. That said, hey! Ask anybody who was there that night. When I said, if you done 3 or more movies, you probably, I don't know how probably is spelled right now, but probably had it in your, that struck the nerve in that for him to start talking crazy and yelling while I was on stage.
I've been pretty critical of Corey Holcomb in this video, but I honestly watch more Corey.
Yeah, do y'all think? Well, no. I feel like it is validity to that because I don't know if y'all know about the late, great Richard Pryor, which he wasn't really all that funny to me, but to everybody else, he's a legend though. But he even spoke about it. He talked about how he did a lot of homosexual things in the industry, you know, and got him opportunities and all that stuff. So I don't put it past nobody what Corey Holcomb saying though.
Holcomb than Donnell Rawlins did. I feel like this clip is an exact reason why Corey Holcomb is just entertaining, bro. But he's wrong when he says that Donnell Rawlins was triggered and he must have struck a nerve. No, bro. If I'm at a podcast and somebody says, man, anybody who's fat, short, and stutters, they take peen up the... Nah, bro. Hold on, sir. Hold on, bro. I gotta speak up. It ain't strike a nerve. I'm not guilty of it, but I gotta speak up because what do you mean? Like, you are describing me while trying to attach a characteristic trait that don't exist. No. I gotta speak up. See,
Donnell, he should have approached the situation differently. Instead of trying to defend himself, he should have brought out the facts. He was like, well, you got 4 movies, so what that say? That's what I would have said. I would have got my get back by flipping that on him, like flipping his joke on him, like, okay, well, how come you got 4 videos then? So you must have been doing a little bit of extra, huh? Like, you gotta know how to man, for you to be a comedian, your comebacks is weak. They watered down.
So after this, it was quiet for the most part. But then Corey Holcomb was recently on $1 Million Worth of Game with Gilly and Wallow, and they called Donnell Rawlins. And when they called Donnell Rawlins, Corey Holcomb and Donnell Rawlins finally got an opportunity to talk to each other or have that roast battle they've been wanting to have. And here's how it went.
Yo, oh, nah, nigga, hang the
Why don't y'all just have a battle, man, a standoff, a slam battle or some shit?
I suggested that.
Oh, you called him out? She was bitch.
Scared of that shit.
So let me ask you a question.
I know you ain't scared of shit. Shit between a nigga legs at a swimming pool.
Yo, come on, man, with that shit.
He was sitting between the nigga legs at the pool.
He done got Meek Milled. He got a Meek Milled. That's what we calling that. Because you remember Meek Mill. You know what I'm saying? All up with Diddy in the pool, calling him, you know what I'm saying? You know, calling him daddy. Man, bruh, hey, them rumors might be true. You know, Donnell probably, I don't know. That's a little suspect. You sitting between a nigga. Come on now. I wouldn't even let my kids sit on Santa's lap, let alone. Well, I don't celebrate Christmas anyway, but yeah, like what? I wouldn't even let my kids sit on the lap of another man. Like, that's out. You know what I'm saying? So, what do I look like sitting in between another man? Like, come on. What are we doing?
Y'all gotta get pieced up, man.
You said I'll kick his ass and all that type of shit. And it wasn't never none of that.
I would, but I'm saying, like, I ain't that type of guy.
And I I know, and I would fight back.
Have you ever been penetrated or penetrated a man?
Whoa. What are you talking about? What you
That one left quick.
I just ran into
That
this
one
guy at the
left
gas
quick, my
station.
boy.
You wouldn't believe what he said to me. He said, Pace, I've been following you for a couple of years, and I'm so excited to maybe do my first deal.
Oh, brother.
You can't dodge this question, because y'all guys don't never answer this question.
I'm a Corey on this one, bro. A question like that, a soliloquy ain't needed, bro. It's a yes or no. Have you ever been penetrated by a man? Yes or no? No.
Yeah, that's an immediate no. No.
So, yo,
that's
the Corey is spot on here.
N-O capital.
Here, bro. He says, y'all don't never like to answer this question. I wonder why. So Donnell finally, I guess he realized where Corey was going, so he finally answers the question.
No,
said no.
sir.
He said no. Wallow gave a little ass up in jail.
I ain't mad at you, man, but
If they closed abortion clinics down and bitch themselves together and had some morals and some respect to themselves, you wouldn't have a show.
Damn.
hey man, you can't be respectful when you want to be respectful and then be this ass talking crazy to me while I'm on stage. Come on, man.
I understand that part.
No. How about this? When men disrespect each other, they fight or kill each other. That's why we don't disrespect each other, especially like that.
But I don't get grimy though, Corey.
But no, you can't disrespect people. And then you was lying. You was lying about shit, dog.
You are funny off the misery and the trauma of bitch. Wants to hear that shit you talking about. If it wasn't bitches with daddy issues, you wouldn't have a show.
Donnell got really polite when
What y'all
Corey
think
mentioned
about that?
men who disrespect each other gotta kill each other or fight each other. Donnell said, all right, bro. Okay, you go somewhere that I'm not willing to go. I think Donnell is wrong though when he says that Corey wouldn't have a show if he couldn't talk about women with issues. No, I feel like right now, Corey has been doing this podcast for about 3 years now. Corey talk about an array of things: sports, politics, hip hop. So Corey will still have a show if women ain't exist. Now, maybe that could apply to, I don't know, like TK Kirkland, right? Where TK entire shtick is telling women, right, like how they messing up or like how they got, bad P management, bad punani management, and they need proper punani management. So that's probably TK Kirkland. Corey Holcomb, I think, has ascended past that. Now, they keep going back and forth. I feel like at some point they got to some type of resolution, even though they aren't friendly.
Remind me of a brawl. You just say something, and then when somebody say, "What did he say?" You be like, "I don't know. He said something though."
Yeah, you know what you remind me of? You remind me of a bit of
A BB. He remind you of a BB, a bit of bit.
A triple B, a big bitter bit.
Big bit of
Y'all crazy, man. Y'all got to stop this shit.
You like an old stripper bit.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
You a swimming pool opener, dog. You like the little preacher that just started out. They let him go up there and say something for the main preacher go up there who going home with the money. Hey, man, if I'd have went to the pool party, I'd be rich, dog. That's all I'm saying, man. Yo, ass.
Oh, snap. I think I know what the pool party he's talking about. Them white parties, boy. You seen how they got a little baby. You seen how they got Meek Mills. Meek Millie. He didn't got Meek Millie, man. He didn't got diddled. I don't know what y'all think, man. I think he talking about them pool parties,
Right there, dog. You will never get your ass back, but sometimes people just let you open.
Y'all crazy.
We're going to get a stripper pole for you, Corey, and just relive your past.
Okay.
Damn.
You was running around. You was a Chippendale, huh?
If you had on a tuxedo, you would look better in a jogging suit. It looked like you supposed to have on the jogging suit. If you had on a tuxedo, the police would be like, "The fuck are you up to?"
Nigga, I ain't never would say I was pretty. What I'm saying is, tell me who fine.
I don't know fine niggas like you. You sit at the pool between their legs.
Who's good looking?
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
You ain't say somebody.
You got some niggas that's good looking to you.
I know some handsome gentlemen. Hey, boy, I'm about to send you some swimming trunks to try to get to the end of this, dog. I'm sending you pool wear from now on.
What does Donnell Rollins have to be jealous of Corey Holcomb for? I'm just trying to say that.
I got these motherfuckers got no hair. I got 3 motherfuckers.
Yeah, I do hate. I don't like people with hair.
At least at this point in the conversation they agreed they aren't willing to hurt each other, right? But I guess they would never like each other, and there's gonna be no peace treaty, as Donnell Rawlings said. Okay, so y'all let me.
Yeah, nah, but at least they didn't resort to violence though. That's what I can say. You know, they was clowning each other, man, and that's good enough. Brothers ain't always gotta, get along. It could be a mutual respect there though. As long as it's respect there, I feel like it's cool. We don't gotta be buddy. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, let's just keep it respectful. But with that being said, man, make sure y'all go ahead, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, man. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. I am gone.
I'm about to spin you for a loop. Analyze your actions, know somewhere lies the truth. Like all your favorite rappers is passing, that's the truth. That's why I stay in the booth and Instagram spread the news. Cause niggas getting rocked like PNB. Paranoia on my mind when I'm out in the streets. Young niggas, they be wildin', borderline OD. Before I jumped off the porch, I had my OGs. We living in interesting times behind the enemy lines. Signs, I'm seeing the times. It's my scat pack flow, watch I blow past them. I'm seeing no limitation coming from the asphalt. Gotta put the work in cause nothing's ever for certain. Remember being the eyeball, feeling just like a burden. Family speaking on me and trying to pull back the curtain.